Hey guys, I have a very exciting video for you guys today. I am unboxing my Greenstalk planter. Sorry if you guys see any stains. This is just what it is at like 22 weeks pregnant. But I am so excited. I just got it in yesterday. My husband had opened it up for me, got the packaging and stuffing out so that we didn't have to worry about that. And then I'm gonna be talking over a few of the reasons why I picked this one, why I'm really excited for it, and all of the different kinds of things that you can plant in it, what I got. I got the Get Started bundle. I believe it was $209 or something like that, and you get free shipping. It's amazing. I'm so excited. I also got it in the color Stone, but I'll show you that a little bit later. I got a few extra things that you don't typically get if you just buy the planter itself. So I'm going to share all of that today. I'm also going to be making a video on where I share how I pot everything. I did start some seedlings, but they did not take thanks to one of my cats. So I'm basically starting from scratch. I have a couple of plants that I can actually put in. I've thought about buying starters, but I might as well start with seeds just to try to keep my costs low. So I'll share more of that later in a different video. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. All right, you guys, so I wanted to show you the Greenstalk planter, kind of what it looks like, and then I will show you like a size reference because it is pretty tall, but it's fully adjustable. You can make 2 out of these. You can buy like some additional pieces if you needed to, and then like the separate mover if you wanted to make 2. So this color is coming up a little bit more gray, I think, on camera than it is in person, but it's kind of like a grayish beige, like a khaki almost. It's very neutral. It's very warm in person. But I wanted something super simple that would go with whatever house color or trim that we would have in the next house that we move in. So I figured going neutral was my best bet, but they do have, I think, a green, a terracotta color, they have a brown, and then they come out with limited edition colors. So they do have like a ruby strawberry kind of color. It's really, really cool. But anyway, so this is what it looks like. It's going to be a little bit unsteady right now because there's nothing in there, but it's going to be rock solid as soon as it's all filled up. And like I had mentioned, this is the Get Started bundle. So this came with the mover and all of the wheels and everything that is needed for that. You don't get this unless you get the Get Started bundle or you purchase it separately. And so I figured it was obviously a lot more affordable, a lot more reasonable to just get it all together. I don't want to have to move this because, especially being pregnant, this entire thing is going to be 150 pounds if I fill it up all the way and do all the layers. So I just don't want to have to fuss with moving it around. And also I feel like it gives you extra room for drainage down here. I don't know if you guys can see that little hole right there in the very center. There is a 12-inch tubing that you can use to kind of redirect the water, and then you can also plug it. So if, say, you're catching rainwater to water your plants, you can actually use that as well, and then unplug it and let it drain. You also get 2 different sets of wheels. These are locking wheels, and then these are regular wheels. They alternate, or at least you should install them alternating so that they have a little bit more stability. And so yeah, so basically super simple setup. These just clip on top of each other. You pour one of these, or sorry, you put one of these in there. That is where the water would go. You take another one of these, clip it on there, and then you get the top watering tray and you sit it in the middle. Oh, well, you clip this one too, but you sit it in the middle. And then this is really nice because it has different lines that you can, I don't know if you guys can pick it up, maybe this is easier for you, lines, and you fill up the lines according to how many layers you have. So it's super nice. I'm really excited about it. And oh, that looks really crooked. There we go. I am really excited. I am 5'6". It is maybe 4 inches smaller than I am, so probably 5'2". And that is it fully set up. Okay, so a few of the other things that I wanted to talk about that come with this Get Started bundle are a few extra goodies that I think are so worth just a little bit more money, because you also get the mover and a few other really cool things. So you get your choice of free fertilizer. They have 3 different options, and I decided to go ahead and go with the liquid plant food just because I didn't want the earthworm casings or anything like that for when you put it into the soil, and not the actual like water, and so it's not a consistent type of thing. And I also didn't want to have it clog any of the drain holes. I know some of them try to dissolve into the water, and I just don't want to mess with that. So I got the liquid one. And then they also give you a bunch of seeds, which is such a nice thing of them to do. You can plant seeds directly into them, which is really cool. They have spinach, kale, lettuce, a chef's medley, which will be really nice for some salads this summer, arugula, red Russian kale, butter crunch lettuce, and then some organic green bush beans. You also get a bag with all of the tubing, the drainage cap for the mover, and this is the tubing here. And then you also get the wheels in this bag. So you do get 3 locking and 3 that do not lock, and it instructs you to put them on alternating. And so I just thought it was nice because it gave you a full set of directions, and if you ever need to take it apart, like, you can just keep this and toss everything back in there. Another thing that really was super handy was this little information booklet, and I'll kind of show you guys what is in it, kind of talk about how it works, how much soil you're going to need. They do have 2 versions of this planter now. They came out with a new one in 2020, and that is called the Leaf. I have the original because I wanted to be able to get the most out of it for the money that I was spending. And so in some of them you can plant 3 plants per pocket, and some of them you can do 1 just because of the size, and kind of accommodate to your liking. So I thought that that was really, really nice. A few of the reasons why I picked this specific planter: for one, this is just so much more appealing to the eyes to me. I had seen a few of the other ones. I can't remember what if you just type in like garden towers, you're gonna see, or tower gardens, I forget what the actual keyword is, but if you type that into Google, you will see a whole bunch of different kinds of things like these. They have a lot of knockoff ones made from China that are just really cheap, and they just don't water the system correctly. And so a huge reason that I also wanted to do this is because this is family owned. This is all made in the US, made right here in Tennessee. So well, I'm not in Tennessee, but the US Tennessee. And so I'm just really happy to be supporting a small family, a small business like this, although they've gotten quite huge. And so I'm really, really happy for them that it's working out. I don't live in a very dangerous area, so I don't know what's going on out there. But I'm really happy. The quality is really nice. They have a 5-year warranty, which is so cool. One thing that I didn't think about it until I purchased was fading in the sun, because the Texas sun is brutal. It's guaranteed to not crack or fade in the sun for 5 years. It shouldn't crack in the winter as well. So I'm not sure that I'm going to leave this out during the winter, but we'll see how it goes. They have a few other accessories like plant supports. They have entire like nettings that you can use for bugs or for frost. So there are just a few different things that you can go look on their website. They have a lot of really cool things. But I figured it was just time that I finally invested in something like this that I can use later on. My children can use if I end up having a full raised bed garden when we finally move. And it's small enough. I do live in an apartment currently. It's obviously not our dream to live in an apartment forever, so we are working on hopefully getting into a home here soon, but this is a nice compromise, and so I'm really hoping that this will take. This is kind of an experimental year. I didn't want to fully invest in all of the recommended potting soils, so they do recommend only potting soil, not raised bed, not garden soil, nothing like that. It has to be good for this type of container, and so some of them can be a little bit too fluffy. If you make your own, great. And so I'm really excited. I did get a different brand. I've never tried this brand before, but it was a little bit more affordable than the one I was using for my actual plants, and so I figured it's still organic, I can make it work. And like I said, this is just an experimental year, so I'm gonna see how it goes. My seedlings did not take thanks to my cat, so we are just going to start with some seedlings and a few starter plants that I have, and kind of see how it goes. I hope that I have enough sun that I'm able to rotate if I need to. And so yeah, I'm just super excited, and I hope this kind of gave you a little bit of an insight into what this is, what it looks like, how much it costs, everything that comes with it, and especially in such a time where I feel like food shortages are, I feel like, becoming more common. Here in Texas, we had the winter snow disaster. That entire thing was super scary. Just thinking, it took me back to like COVID times where everything had just gotten cleared out completely at the grocery stores. And so my family and I eat a lot of fruits, a lot of veggies, and so having this would be super nice if we could be a little bit more self-reliant in that way. And also for like emergency preparedness, which is something that we are looking at as a family, just becoming overall more prepared, having the emergency supplies and kits that we need. And so in a prepper sort of way, this would be obviously really helpful. And so yeah, just a few things there. I thought this investment was really great, and so I'm super excited to try it. I will obviously be sharing a little bit more about my journey with this and kind of how I figure out this zone. Thankfully, I did not like learn how to garden or anything in Washington, so I don't have to switch anything in my mind. I can just acclimate to the weather, acclimate to what I need to do for this zone, and so hopefully it won't be too hard on me. But I feel like my outdoor plants are doing pretty well, so we're gonna see how it goes. I will also leave a link to this entire kit. I will leave a link to the plant tags that I got. These weren't a part of the entire thing, although I feel like this would be kind of nice to have. They do have their own if you want to purchase your own, but I figured some like these would be super simple and easy to just kind of stick in the dirt right there. And so I'll leave a link to those, and then I'm also going to leave a link to the seeds that I'm using and a list of everything that I'm hoping to plant in here, or hoping that takes. You can grow like baby watermelons, cherry tomatoes, strawberries. I'm just so excited. So that is it for this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next one.